In this video, I'm going to break down all the tips and tricks in order to scale your B2B brand on Amazon. I'm going to show you how the interface looks like from the customer perspective, how you can get more sales through the B2B platform without PPC, and I'm also going to show you the best practices we learn in PPC in order to get high ROAS and amazing sales through the B2B. If you think you are not B2B seller, you will be surprised. Amazon pushing those sales and you can actually gain momentum even if you're selling the toys niche or giftable, and I'm going to show you how. My name is Sharel. I'm the team leader in TrainAdz. We help more than 200 brands to take their PPC in-house team and turn it from white belt to black belt. And we also do PPC for selected brands. B2B is getting bigger and bigger, and most sellers just leaving money on the table. Before we're going to start with all the tips and tricks, I want to show you for a second how the interface of the B2B looks like from the customer perspective. If you have a business in the US, you can actually open an account for the business, and it looks like this. Amazon Business. It's a bit wider than the regular one, but there's few things that are pretty important to understand. So for the sake of this example, I'm searching the ergonomic office chair. When I'm searching those products, there's two things that are not the same as the regular Amazon account. So first of all, you can see the blue badge, which is super interesting. It's not a coupon, it's the blue badge for B2B. Basically, it gives you discounts. You can see we have save 26 discount on 2+ units, save 6% discount include for businesses, save 31% on 30 units. And this is super interesting because one, you have a discount for your products, but you also have a quantity discount, which is something that usually only business sellers look at. For example, and I'm going to show you later which company is buying there, but if I'm a big company and I'm seeing this product and I see that I have 31% discount on 30 units. So if I will buy it, for sure I will be happy, but also this brand will get quite a lot of sales. So I will keep scroll. We have 22% on 5 units, 44% on 5 units, 20 on 50%. Amazon let you give a discount. The minimum discount you can have is 3%, which is pretty comfortable. Unlike the best deals or coupons that you need to do much more. But, and it's important to mention that Amazon as default sometimes putting it as 15%. I'm going to show you how you can tweak it. So after we understand what is the blue badge and how we see the one discount, I'm going to show you how you can actually add quantity and also why it's important to have not just one quantity, have multiplied. I usually like to do 3 and 5 and 10. I know sellers that do 10, 20 and 50. Depends on your product and how big it is. So if you'll go to manage all inventory and you go to your product, below the price, you will see view reference prices. And here you can actually put the business price. So as you can see, Amazon give you minimum of 3%, which is pretty convenient. You can decide your business price here. And you want to make sure you have this business saving blue badge eligible. As I mentioned, you need to put minimum 3%. Sometimes you need to play a bit with the price, but if you get it, as you saw, is pretty strong. Now below it, it's the important thing. You can have quantity discount. Now you can put the amount of units, you can put the percentage or number off. And something I saw that most sellers not even using it. I took giftable brand and I tested this quantity discount and we saw that from 0 we went to 3%. The cool thing is that the AOV, average order value, is usually much higher with the business. So many times the profit is also higher. And I'm going to show you how you can track it for your own brand right now. So after you set the business price, you put the discounts, you start to get sales, you want to understand where you can actually track those. And Amazon created an amazing platform for that. So if you clicked on your menu and you'll go to B2B, you will see this page, B2B Central. And there's quite a lot of things you can do here. For example, play with your price, understand Amazon products. You can also add certificates. So we'll have the eligible below your image, for example, green friendly, etc. But I want to focus on the B2B Central because I think it's huge. And I have here an example of pretty big brand, and you can see that Amazon is showing you the B2B with non-B2B sales. And from my experience, and it's worth you to check it, almost all our brands in our portfolio actually have a huge increase in B2B because Amazon is pushing it really hard. And this is what I'm saying. Even if you say, oh, I'm not a B2B product, I'm selling gifts, I'm selling toys, many people actually buying things from the B2B seller just for themselves. So you still want to appear there, and I'm going to show you later how the ads looks like, but the ads usually much cheaper because not many people use it. It's kind of a unique and new thing. So you can see that the sales year over year for the B2B is growing quite a lot, and you can see that the average order value is much higher because of those quantity stuff. Obviously, you probably will see that most of your orders coming from non-B2B, but still here you can increase your profits by a lot. You can also see it by product, which products of yours getting the most amount of B2B sales, and then you can scale it. You can also understand the relationship between orders and units to better understand how much quantity you want to put. Maybe you're a small product and you can have 20, 30, and 40 units quantity. And imagine having one customer buying 30 units in one buy. Amazing, right? Now, another cool thing that, to be honest, I don't know how to use it. So if you have an idea, please drop a comment below or share it in our school community. But Amazon also give us the customer segment. So we have the sales of commercial, education, other. You can actually understand their average order value. So basically you have insight of which businesses buying your products, which is pretty cool. I don't know what you can do with this data, but it's pretty cool. So we spoke about the quantities, how to put the blue badge, how you can actually track your B2B sales. And now I want to go to the PPC and help you understand actually how you can get more sales with very cheap CPC through PPC. Now, you probably saw that for some campaigns, you can push business audience. From my experience, I rarely see it work. And what you can actually do is when you're creating a campaign, you can filter from the beginning that all of the impression for this campaign will go only to B2B, which is huge. So you can actually filter from beginning, and I highly recommend to do it, at least to test it. So again, you click on create new campaign, sponsor product, and you want to make sure you're enabling this option, Amazon Business. Because again, it actually means that all the impression you're going to get, so it doesn't matter the keyword, the placement, the bids, all the impression you're going to get are only for B2B customers. And this is untapped market. As I mentioned, usually those people buying in big quantities. So we usually call those campaigns B2B. So we're putting B2B in the title to make sure we can distinguish between them and the regular campaigns. But I want to show you something. So last 30 days, I'm filtering by highest purchases and check the ROAS. The ROAS are insane. And to be honest, every B2B campaign I launched always had amazing ROAS. And it's because of two things. One, again, it's untapped market. But second, people usually buy in bigger quantities. So the ACOS is super low. And there's few campaigns you can actually test. One is the regular, take your best keywords in exact, create a campaign, and from the beginning filter by B2B. But something I learned is that the B2B customers or the B2B audience is much smaller. So actually the campaigns that work the best for me is autos and broad. So you can take auto, put all your catalog and create a B2B, or you can take auto with your parent with all the child and create a B2B. And the idea is that we want to give Amazon more control. Amazon will try more keywords and more products. And this strategy worked amazing for me. So you can see here, this is an auto campaign, amazing ROAS, same here. This strategy worked amazing. So you want to give Amazon more control, you're giving more keywords, or you're doing auto, you're giving the full parent or the whole catalog. You're also doing bids up and down. So if Amazon thinks there's high likelihood for someone to buy, Amazon will increase the bids. And this is important because again, one customer can buy 5 units, 10 units, and it adds up. And last thing, with the placement, I highly suggest put on top of search, since from the beginning, there's not that many audience. So probably your CPC will be low. So this is the main campaigns I will test. Feel free to test it yourself and let us know in the school community or in the comments below which campaigns work the best for you. And last tip that I also suggest is whether you're using Scale Insight, Perpetua, or any other software, check your Dayparting tool. Basically check the conversion, sales, spend on a daily basis, because if you are B2B, probably your conversion is low in the weekend and you can experiment closing the ads on the weekends. And I saw brands that tremendously increasing the profits by only closing ads on the weekends. So this is my full intake on the B2B. If you have any question whatsoever, please comment below. And if you have any ideas or future videos you want me to make, please let me know. Thank you so much.